Zeke Mercer, one half of the Tag Team Champions. I'm here to tell you that if you want to be a champion, if you want to survive this thing, wear your freaking mask, okay? It comes in all different colors. You can get Eclipse Blue, JC White and Black, or even hell, Blue and Gold. But guys, please, also remember, please, it goes over the nose. Over the nose. Thank you.
Parental discretion is advised.
This show is brought to you by IndieWrestling.us and IndieWrestling.network for your independent wrestling entertainment. Just Pro Wrestling News Podcast. No filler, no pop-ups. Production services by Sidekick Media Services. And listeners like you, supporting us at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Parental discretion is advised.
This show is brought to you by IndieWrestling.us and IndieWrestling.network for your independent wrestling entertainment. Just Pro Wrestling News Podcast. No filler, no pop-ups. Production services by Sidekick Media Services. And listeners like you, supporting us at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. It is the Monday Mayhem Show. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on Twitter here in the Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Ready to talk professionalized wrestling with you. First of all, from Command Center North, he is the only Mayhemmer with a future endeavored letter from the WWE up in Beacon, New York, and I will be visiting his area next week. Excited about that. Mad Mike.
Hi, Sorg. Sorg, we survived the great Facebook crash of 2021.
Yeah, I didn't know we were going to stream on Facebook tonight. This is incredible.
And also, because we are a professional news outlet, I have on my screen Raw Talk up. So when we get draft updates, I will be providing breaking news.
That's right. And also from Command Center, Mayhem Show, Command Center, News Central South in the Just Pro Wrestling News Studios, Matt Carlins is with us.
I am also watching Raw Talk on the cock, and I will also be providing updates as they come in. So Raw Talk has at least 2 viewers tonight.
Oh, fantastic.
It was more than what Talking Smack got over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Their little sneak attack. Let's just drop a bunch of extra draft picks without mentioning it anywhere else beforehand. I'm so mad at this draft. I hate this goddamn draft.
Oh, wait, you're starting to sound like me a little bit here.
I'm gonna say something controversial.
Uh-oh.
This is the one time that I don't think WWE should side with Love.
Wait, what? Why?
No, see, all right, hear me out.
Okay.
At least from what I'm seeing, again, I haven't done a super deep dive into this theory, but if you are a professional wrestler in WWE and you are dating another professional wrestler or married to another professional wrestler in WWE, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be on the same brand. But when there's a draft such as this, like when Naomi was announced on SmackDown, guess what? I knew the Usos were also going to be on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
When Becky Lynch announced she was on Raw, guess what? I knew Seth Rollins was going to be on Raw.
Wait, are you concerned
that
because
that ain't anecdotal. That is
hold
the thing
on.
that is happening.
Are you
it's absolutely a thing. Bianca's on Raw. Guess what? The Street Profits are back on Raw.
Is that
Carmella's
wrong?
on Raw.
Are you sad because you know
Gravy's happy.
Are you sad because you know every relationship in WWE that this takes away the surprises for you?
Yes.
I would prefer not to know who's dating who. I really wish I didn't
once
know
again,
or care.
I think the general WWE fan does not know this stuff.
Sorg, most of these relationships have been on WWE programming.
Not all of them.
Most of them.
Maybe.
The only one, and we'll see in Raw Talk, if Mia Yim gets drafted to Raw, there you go.
Is she even
Mia
still?
Yim ain't getting drafted.
Is she still even in the mix? She's been nothing for like 6 months.
But
She's in
what
the
I'm saying,
post-retribution void.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but
I know what
like-
you're saying.
it takes a lot of the fun out of it.
Okay.
Like, it takes a lot of the like people like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. They're not dating wrestlers. We don't know where they're going.
Okay, now you see that in retrospect, but you didn't know that until you started seeing it happen.
No, Sorg. As soon as I saw Naomi drafted to SmackDown, the Usos are going to stay on SmackDown.
Okay.
I can't believe your major complaint about the draft is the lack of suspense when like there was so many just absolutely just careless and stupid things about this whole exercise.
Oh, yeah,
that's not my
The
main
complete-
concern.
Okay, good. I'm
Okay,
glad you
okay,
did
that's
that.
not my main
The
concern.
Let's get into
It's
other
lack of
concerns.
any interest in providing the tools and information to the fans to fuel engagement and excitement over this wretched, stupid process.
Wow.
It's killing me.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
hate this thing.
Wow.
I hate it.
You're starting. You really.
They don't give us any rules
Whoa.
ahead of time. They don't give us the goddamn draft pools.
Whoa.
They don't tell us they're going to be picking extra people on Talking Smack over the freaking weekend.
I
Don't
think
tell us
anything.
I think
a lot of
they
these
just
concerns.
roll it out like who cares?
Matt, and I don't mean to speak for a multi-million-dollar company. I'm pretty sure they don't care about wrestling news podcasts who want to be accurate.
No, this is not got nothing to do with my stupid podcast.
But still,
This is WWE doing their typical we don't give a shit about our fans bullcrap that they always do, and just expecting them to just eat it up like a bunch of dummies. Garbage. This should be fun. Speculating about the draft should be fun. Man, Mike, did we have any goddamn fun over the last week talking about the draft?
You and I did when we did our draft.
the
We had a ton of fun.
mysterious draft video that didn't make it to air.
That's not the source of my frustration.
Okay. All right.
It was fun though.
I just think it's so short-sighted on WWE's part. the way they execute this whole thing, the way they roll this thing out. It should be just like this should be fodder. This should be 4 or 5 days of just fodder and speculation and just going
NXT
wild over
should
this
get
thing.
a draft.
I don't even care a shit about NXT, but this should all just be something you could just stirring this thing up for 4 or 5 days and getting people excited about it. But instead, they choose to just withhold all this critical and interesting information to the point where it's just like, just tell me what's happening. Just tell me where Seth and Becky are going so I can get on with my goddamn life. You know, it's just it's such an empty, stupid thing.
Matt, the main reason I want NXT involved in the draft is because then we get to have William Regal announce his draft picks.
That'd be nice too. So Matt, you seem to have through exercise fallen into the trap that I was going into the draft. Of how this is nonsensical and doesn't matter and doesn't make any sense and does not enhance my enjoyment of the WWE product.
It doesn't enhance my enjoyment. And there's so much opportunity here to enhance enjoyment, and they just choose not to do it by being vague and withholding and typical WWE crap.
It's also because, like, a lot of the picks that they made, like, they do this same thing all the time. They draft feuds. Like, Edge and Seth Rollins are now both on Raw. Great. So what's the point of their next match if they're just going to be on the same show again?
You got to tune in Monday.
Do we? Because I'll be honest, I didn't watch Raw. I don't feel like I missed anything.
No.
I was disappointed
I was out to dinner with my mom, and that was more important in my life.
It's basically we're at the point where
you made the right choice.
There are a lot of things more important than Raw. I watched Elevation and a Yano match.
Oh boy.
So,
good choices by you also.
I mean,
all right. So I'll tell you what happened on Raw. I know everyone really cares, and since it's my job to report this news, I will let you guys know what you missed. And then we'll get into the draft picks. Big E and Drew McIntyre beat Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode,
who are still undrafted.
Yeah, well, no great loss. But after the match, Big E overheard verbally agreeing to defend the WWE Championship against McIntyre, presumably at Crown Jewel, where, of course, all the big matches happen.
Where, of course, Drew will lose.
I mean, I would assume.
Yes.
We're also gonna get Orton and Riddle versus Styles and Omos at Crown Jewel for the Raw tag titles. We're gonna get Goldberg versus Lashley in a no holds barred match. Once again, Goldberg was threatening to murder Lashley tonight.
He's going to the right place for it.
Death and kill and all these. There's a lot of oh man, Big Bill. Gotta love him. Damian Priest beat Jeff Hardy to retain the United States Championship. Thank you for your excitement.
Something that could have been interesting, but just wasn't.
Austin Theory attacked Jeff Hardy after the match.
Yep.
Oh,
Rhea Ripley.
Wait, hold
on. Roll that back.
Austin Theory attacked Jeff Hardy?
Yes. And
Jeff Hardy got drafted to SmackDown.
Yes,
so
and
no.
Wait,
sure?
hold on.
Austin Theory's on Raw.
Oh, good for him. I just assumed he was on SmackDown.
Yes, and
no, Jeff Hardy's on SmackDown. Austin Theory's on Raw.
So... Mike, you need context for this one. He beat up Hardy and then took a selfie with him with his unconscious body.
That's not context.
That is like that's telling you that they're doing a social media thing with him.
That's cherry on top.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Okay.
You have to be ready for this.
Hold on. I'm gonna say this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
The absolute last person you want to be doing a social media gimmick with is Austin Theory.
Why would you say that?
You have to bring me up to speed on what he did this time.
Just check Austin Theory #MeToo movement.
Oh,
Okay, I'm
That's
sure
the
everyone-
last thing you want to do. That's
Okay.
like putting Velveteen Dream with a social media account.
I don't know if the accusations against Austin Theory measure up to Velveteen Dreams, but we'll see.
No, but there's enough of them.
Okay. Well, apparently WWE doesn't give a crap.
Well, no, because Jackson Riker's still employed. So
Mhm.
Well, Jackson Riker's got a whole different thing going on. So, Rhea Ripley and Nikki ASH beat Natalya and Tamina to retain the WWE Women's Tag Team titles.
I believe that's
Thank
again,
God.
right?
Hmm?
I believe that's yet again.
Most of these matches are yet again.
Mm-hmm.
Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston beat Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander.
Mm-hmm.
And Matt, I have a question.
That's just here's your match from 9 months ago. That was
Matt,
the
did we get
battle.
any explanation as to why they're back together?
No.
No. No, don't be silly. I'm still waiting for the explanation on why the top rope broke and cost Finn Balor
God,
the Universal Championship.
divine intervention.
We'll see. Okay. Shayna Baszler beat Dana Brooke. And Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza beat Mustafa Ali and Mansoor. Oh, and then the main event was a schmoz. It was Charlotte versus Bianca Belair.
Yep.
And Becky Lynch was there. She made up a poem on the spot for Corey Graves. It was very it was lovely.
You included
I
his podcast.
have a question, supplemental question. Did they announce any kind of brackets for the King of the Ring / Queen's Crown?
No.
Okay, so we have to.
But the matches will happen. They did say they'll happen
start
on
on Friday.
SmackDown and on Raw.
Yeah.
So that will be a. Well, I didn't know. You know, they never say these things, Mad Mike. So I'm left to
they said that on
assume
SmackDown.
or hope. Did they say they'd happen on
Matt,
Raw?
they
too?
said that on SmackDown.
They said the matches would happen on Raw.
Yes.
All right, good for them.
Yes, they absolutely did.
Well, great.
I do remember them saying that.
Love to see them putting in the extra legwork to clarify these things. Great job by them. I'm very salty tonight. I must apologize.
I've noticed. Jeez.
We hit this point every couple weeks, every 2 or 3 weeks. It's just it reaches critical mass, and the brain cannot handle anymore.
Cannot
So,
compute.
I'm there right now. This is just it's too much. But there have not been any more picks announced here.
No, there's still just
Jordan, we can mention who got drafted tonight if you want to go through this bit.
Oh yeah, so we have a graphic.
You
want
want
to
to do this
right?
quick bit?
Yeah, let's do this thing. So you made something. While we don't have clear information happening over there on WWE's accounts, we do have it thanks to Just Pro Wrestling News special draft breakdown.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're gonna push this out on Just Pro Wrestling News, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll just point out the brand switchers. So going to Raw, Becky Lynch is on Raw now. Seth Rollins moves to Raw. Owens moves to Raw. Street Profits move to Raw. Finn Balor moves to Raw. Raw did good tonight.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Carmella moves to Raw, and Olympic gold medalist Gable Steveson.
Fuck that guy.
What?
Do a quick Google search on him too.
Yeah, no,
I'm not doing a Google search. I'm just assuming
let's
just assume everyone is a piece of shit. All right, and they all have to earn their way back to the good side. No, we're gonna do that.
Big E's an amazing man.
Oh, well, he earned his place through his actions. Okay, I know next to nothing about Gable Steveson, so just like I know next to nothing about Ridge Holland, so I just assume human trash. Prove me wrong. Big E, you proved me wrong. Great human. Proud of you. Let's go. Okay. SmackDown. Let's see, what do we got here? Sheamus moved to SmackDown. Shayna Baszler moved to SmackDown. Viking Raiders, Ricochet, Carrillo and Garza, SmackDown. Not liking these picks. But they did pull Xia Li and Ridge Holland up from NXT.
Yeah, why?
Not a banner night for NXT, and not a banner night for SmackDown. All right. Bad.
Yeah, SmackDown really kind of got hosed on the deal. Like I don't even see after Lesnar who Roman's next challenger is. I don't see it. Like probably Drew, but Okay.
Yeah, they'll probably find a way to get there. They only have to get to. Well, you got all they have to do is get through. Well, they're going to do champion versus champion of Survivor Series. Let's do that.
They might. I don't know, because there have been years where they've actually done title defenses, and then just done a brand versus brand match. It depends.
Okay. We'll see. And then all you really need is Drew to do the match. Well, you don't really need a big title match for the Rumble. You could just throw any old schmuck in there and let him lose. Doesn't matter. And then you're on your way, because by then, what's his name? Should be back, right? Should be back, right? To challenge Roman at Mania, right? That is where this is going, right?
Oh, Liv just got drafted to Raw.
Who got drafted to Raw?
Liv Morgan.
Oh, thank God. Well, I got to update the board. As you were.
Okay. Yeah, Liv just getting drafted to Raw, just exclusively on Raw Talk. She's talking to Sarah Schreiber right now. But, God. This draft. Fucking A, man. Our draft is so much better.
This stupid draft.
What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you?
No, but it's just like...
You can say, like, don't get your hopes up, Matt. My hopes weren't up.
The draft is the
don't expect
easiest thing in the
anything.
world to do. The draft is the easiest thing in the world to do. Just think of matches you want to see and make sure that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the easiest thing in the world. And so, I mean, do we think Alpha Academy is now staying on SmackDown because Gable Stevenson's on Raw, so we can't have two Gables?
No. They were moved to Raw. They were part of the supplemental Talking Smack draft on
really?
over the weekend. Yeah, they got moved.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So we're gonna have two Gables. All right. So coming up soon, Chad and Otis. He's gonna be dropping his last name.
He's gonna be back to Shorty G.
No. God.
It's too easy.
Oh, jeez.
You know, they'll just cut him. They'll just release him.
Honestly,
they need him for anyways.
They might.
Yeah. So how was your night?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched Elevation, which had some friends of the show involved over there. Well, first of all, a lot of Chikara, the Batiri, some face painted fellows were on there. Colin Delaney, a friend of the show, and it was kind of fun because I was thinking back and I was like, wait. So Paul White and Mark Henry are on commentary. Didn't both of them beat the shit out of Colin Delaney back in ECW? So
absolutely did.
Mark Henry did mention sharing a ring with him at one point. So
I wouldn't say he was sharing it with him. Sorry.
No, absolutely not. Other than that, other friends of the show. Actually, I don't think we've had Zach Nystrom on, but Elijah Dean I know has been on a while ago. Former 2PW champion, after this last weekend. But he, Matt, did you watch Elevation?
Nope.
All right. Aside from our friends of the show being a part of this, it was the best FTR segment I think I've ever seen. Okay, they walked out. They got these shiny white Grand Slam jackets. I don't know that they've worn these before. So they walk out. Elijah Dean rushes one of them. They pull the whatever they call it these days. What was it, like the shatter or something? But I know it's got
the big rig.
The big rig. Thank you. They pull the big rig. I believe Dax was just kind of looking around like, is that it? I guess that's it. Pins the guy. Everybody still has their jacket on. He takes his jacket off, puts it back on to raise his hand. It was great. It was fantastic. It was beautiful. It's right up your alley.
Little touches.
So I haven't been keeping up. So I just queued up the latest New Japan for the G1 Climax is still going on, and I got Yano versus Bushi.
Yeah, non-tournament.
Evil Bushi,
non-tournament
right?
match.
Yeah, Evil.
This is one of those extra matches they have to do because Naito got injured. This is what's happening.
Okay. So they're going at it. At one point, it turns into a blindfold match. At one point, they blindfold the referee. I can't remember who wins. It doesn't matter. Just classic Yano. I needed it. It was hilarious. Yano with the win with the they tell Kevin Kelly that that he definitely kicked somebody in the nuts. And then we ended up with I'm halfway through it. It was a Great Okan and Kenta, and there was something about it, like I think they were cut a promo before, and somebody got a translation for Kevin Kelly partway through the match, and I think the loser needs to. There's a version of a bow in Japan apparently that's like the most embarrassing version of bowing to your opponent, and the loser has to do that at the end of the match. So they threw a stipulation on this match out of nowhere, apparently, just in a promo before the match, which I don't remember.
Or more like a gentleman's agreement.
Yeah, like something like that. Like something happened in Japanese. We're still catching up in the middle of the match, but okay. So, no, it's so obviously immensely enjoyable. I did tune into Raw a little bit with, hey, Big E, let's see what's up with him and everything like that. So, nothing really great over there happening that really's got my attention. And that's the big thing, is having it on and just be like, is anything on Raw make me want to channel flip over? I'm basically doing a de facto picture-in-picture with pre-record. Oh, and I finished Victory Road. I watched Chris Sabin and Josh Alexander and Christian Cage and Austin Theory. So I'm caught up on that bit now. So, yeah.
Good.
That's it. And I really
Excellent.
do kind of want to see Christian Cage versus Josh Alexander. I don't know if I'm up for dropping another coin on the Impact Wrestling pay-per-view, though, for Bound for Glory. So, that's where I'm at. Yep.
That'll be interesting to see what direction they go in. I think it's time to move forward for Impact, but, I like Josh a lot, but that's a tough, that's a tall order for him to be looked at to carry the company. I don't know who else there is,
No, absolutely not. And they really can't. This is the second guy that they brought in from AEW. And again, Impact's needed to help, to be quite honest. Plus, Sami Callihan just got injured, so he's off the table for being on the top. And he's the top. He's a guy that carried that company for a little bit, I think, with the title, right?
He did hold the title, yeah.
Yeah, he did, because he was feuding with Tessa Blanchard when they were doing the intergender stuff. So I don't think it's Moose. I really don't think it's Moose. He's halfway.
I mean, I don't
close.
think they think it's Moose, which is disappointing to me because.
Yeah.
But I mean, the point. Oh my gosh! I
What
feel
if
like
it's
we
Braun
rehashed
Strowman?
this. Hey, maybe Braun Strowman, maybe
Braun
Bray
Strowman
Wyatt.
came back to wrestling this past weekend. You guys see that?
He did EC3's thing, right?
Yeah, this EC3's The Narrative Part 2, apparently. So, yeah, he was a part of that, had a match, beat up EC3, I guess. I just saw some images from it, and that was about it. So he's out there. So, whatever that means. I don't want Braun to go to AEW.
I don't blame you.
I like to see
I'm
Braun.
fine. I want these guys to go other places. I want this talent pool to
Let's
be
spread around.
Honestly,
distributed.
where Braun would have a lot of fun. MLW.
Oof. Against a Beastman.
Like I'm sure that's not his price point, but I think that would be fun. I think that'd be a good land. I just want to see Braun versus Mil Muertes. Perfectly honest.
Well, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we're getting some more draft picks in just
I'm sorry. I misspoke. Christian Cage and Ace Austin, not Austin Theory. Sorry, it's been a really weird night.
It's okay. I think we knew who you meant.
Yes.
Sorg, I'm looking at this graphic. They just flashed this graphic up on Raw Talk. It's got a bunch of faces on it.
Okay.
And I presume these are the supplemental picks. And this is going to get interesting because...
what did I tell you, Mia Yim?
According to this, they, if you believe this, they're splitting some teams, and you might be
Oh,
surprised
no.
that teams are splitting. So they're listing.
Oh, no.
They're listing Dana Brooke. They're listing Ziggler. This is all going to Raw. Dana Brooke, Rude. Wait, hang on. Wait, I'm just getting some more. Wait,
Dana
what's
Brooke,
that right now?
Dana Brooke, Ziggler, Rude, Jackson Riker, Shanky, and/or Veer. One of them.
That's Veer.
That's
Thank you.
Veer. Liv Morgan, Miz staying on Raw, Cedric Shelton on Raw, Tegan, Tamina and Mia Yim.
So they're splitting Tegan and Shotzi.
Already.
Shotzi's staying on SmackDown. Jinder and Shanky are going to SmackDown, but Veer is staying on Raw.
I don't understand it.
This company.
Like,
Hey, let's break up the stuff that's working.
Because I'm gonna say the only tag team that I felt should have been split is fucking Ziggler and Rude. Because my God, they're bland as fuck.
They will always survive to carry on the blandness. And individually, I love those guys.
Yeah. In a certain light, sure.
I mean, you need veterans, but
I can't. Oh man, I don't even know.
I don't know either.
So
I
Eva
don't
Marie
know
was
about-
not drafted, right?
Doesn't look like it.
Eva Marie was
catch
not
by you.
drafted. So I'm looking at the free agent list. People I didn't see. Lucha House Party not drafted. Lacey Evans makes sense. Asuka makes sense. Bailey makes sense. Eva Marie not drafted. Elias not drafted anywhere. And Shane Thorne not drafted. And they have Titus O'Neil listed here, but I'm pretty sure Titus is kind of retired. But yeah, so why would you break up Shanky and Veer?
Well, I mean, if you notice like how they've been handling a lot of those matches, it's been a lot of like they've been really focused on Veer.
Yeah, but
they think there's something there, but I mean, he's done all right. I'm not gonna say anything bad about him. He's doing okay.
Yeah, but
I think this is another classic WWE move where it's like, oh, here's somebody who has a little bit of potential, so let's just break him from this tag team and let's just go on forging ahead with him as a singles person before he's really ready for that kind of a role. And I think that to me is that's Veer. Like how long until he's in another tag team? Probably not too long, right?
I would assume Veer and T-Bar.
Jeez.
I can't wait for T-Bar. T-Bar going.
That's my guess.
Sorg, they did break up T-Bar and Mace.
I know, and there was a tweet saying feast, maybe time to feast your eyes. So I'm hoping that's a Dijak.
Oh, if we go
going
back to Dijakovic, that'd be
please. He was so good.
I know there's a lot of wishful thinking on Dijakovic.
Seriously, just have him pop up and have him just start feuding with Bearcat Keith Lee, and just
oh no
try to reignite that
with
magic.
Damian Priest.
Oh, even
Damian
that,
Priest
even
first.
that, sure, all of that.
Yeah,
that'd be great. That'd be great. Oh, can you guys tell me? I got two things. There's a question from the chat room for Mike. Mike, I got you tagged over there. And
okay.
What happened to Kevin Owens on SmackDown that had everybody on fire?
I don't know.
Something happened?
So
he lost to Happy Corbin.
Yeah, he lost to Happy Corbin, but there's a lot to say about his entrance, and how kind of dejected he looked coming out.
Oh,
so I don't. Is there something to this?
They think he's got like the boo boo face because there's there's been a lot of rumors and reporting about his contract status and that he might be departing toward the end of the year. But I mean, Kevin Owens is a professional wrestler.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned. So
yeah.
I think that's probably for whatever story.
Yeah, I think that's just him having to, being Kevin Owens right now, and that's just his current mood or something like that. I mean, I mean, a lot of people project. If you haven't noticed, a lot of professional wrestling fans project whatever they've read in the sheets as what we see on the screen. So I think there's a little bit of detachment. A little detachment from reality that's happened there, and not the way it's supposed to. So
it's usually a good idea to keep it at an arm's length.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Absolutely.
if that makes any sense.
So
the graphic has been updated. If you want to try to give it another
the
look.
graphic has been updated. I see a lot
the
of updates
full
going on
shock
over there.
of this round of picks can be put onto you here, so you can see that you've got your. I mean, Jinder, Veer, and Shanky. We barely got to know you.
You know,
We never
one thing
even got
I
our-
will say about this year's draft, I did like that they didn't do the stupid, confusing, for every 2 picks SmackDown gets, Raw gets 3.
Yeah.
And they just evened it out on the supplemental draft. Like, that's one good thing, I guess. But
Well, I mean, well, they have to maintain SmackDown's position as the A show, so they can't be giving Raw extra picks, even though it logically makes sense.
Yeah.
But anyway,
but
so there you go.
God.
Hey, but Mia Yim, guys, coming to Raw. We'll see. Here's hoping.
You think they're just gonna pair with Keith and call it a day?
No, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Oh, you know what? She might be Keith Lee's new manager.
Oh, that's such a waste of her talents.
Yeah, I mean,
It
please, woman
absolutely
wrestle.
is.
Ah,
It absolutely is.
breaks
But,
my
you
heart.
know,
Breaks my heart to see that. Anyways,
I'm stymied that they broke up Tamina and Natty.
I mean, this women's tag team division is once
it's
again
kaput.
down to one team.
It's one
So,
team.
oh, you'll get
one team.
you'll get whatever randos getting paired together. You're
Yeah,
gonna get
they'll probably put like Tegan Knox and Mia Yim into a tag team now, or Tegan
Well,
Knox and Liv Morgan.
shots.
into a
I'm
random
upset
tag
because
team.
I was expecting to see Dakota Kai at some point, and it doesn't look like we're getting a Dakota Kai at all.
You'll get a Zia, Leah, and Natalia. You'll get
Zia.
I don't see any other ladies. Shotzi,
Sorg's gonna get
Shotzi and
really confused
Shayna.
when they team up Zaya and Mia.
I want to see Zaya versus Nia.
Zion.
Oh.
Because I believe the chances for injury in that match are about 150%.
Well,
Oh,
Nia's
they
on
do that.
SmackDown.
Yeah,
Right?
Tamina and Liv Morgan.
I mean, what's left of her?
be a
I don't
thing.
know. I mean, hopefully Nia's all right.
Oh no,
Back soon.
Shayna got moved to SmackDown. Oh, but you know, all right. So one thing from the draft, I think we can look forward to: Queen versus Queen, Queen of Spades versus Charlotte.
Okay.
That's one thing that SmackDown has that I haven't seen before, and I think could be really good.
I feel like we have seen it.
Yeah, so
before.
they got to sort out the women's tag titles, or the women's singles titles.
Yeah.
Perhaps they will quietly do it at a show in Saudi Arabia, but
Or they might do the dreaded belt exchange again.
I did like the belt
They
exchange.
did do that before, didn't they?
I fucking hate that.
I mean, seems like a fair trade, and it did keep the Street Profits tag title reign uninterrupted for like months and months and months and months and
Yeah.
months.
Who's the Raw tag? It's RK Bro, right? And they're on SmackDown.
Yep.
No, RK Bro is still on Raw, and the
They're still
Usos
on Raw?
stayed on
Okay.
SmackDown. So yeah, we've avoided all those crises
Except
for
for
the one with
the
the
women's
women's
title.
titles. Yeah, so we're gonna figure out what
But
they're gonna do.
if Sasha wins that triple threat,
Yeah, Sasha wins that triple threat. She gets the SmackDown Women's title, and then Becky.
Char loses to, I don't know, Dewdrop.
Mike,
Okay.
there's been a request from Alex Miller out in California on your thoughts on the most recent developments in the Brock Lesnar situation.
As long as Brock Lesnar doesn't get a championship, I'm absolutely fine with Brock Lesnar on my TV.
Mm-hmm.
That's always been my position ever since he returned. You know, after his big long title reign, as long as he doesn't get a title, he's absolutely fine, and he's delightful as a face.
And Goldberg is in a non-title situation as well.
Goldberg can fuck all the way off.
Okay, there's that too, I guess.
I never want to see Goldberg again.
Okay.
Never, ever, ever.
All right, that's where we're at.
I didn't want to see Goldberg in '98.
I can't believe that, like, you're okay with Brock, but not Goldberg, when Brock is clearly the more problematic individual as far as the
Brock
background.
gives actual matches.
Well,
Brock,
all right.
when he cares, Brock gives actual matches. His match at SummerSlam with Seth was fucking great.
Uh-huh.
It was really, really good.
Right.
When was the last time you had a great Goldberg match?
I mean,
Trick
Goldberg
question,
has...
you never have.
Okay. Goldberg doesn't have long matches. So if you equate long with good, then yeah, Goldberg is not your guy.
Which we know I don't. We know I don't equate long with good because longer usually means worse.
Okay.
But Goldberg is not in the cardiovascular shape he needs to be to have a 5-minute match with an athlete like Bobby Lashley.
I'm not sure he ever was.
Sorry. I'm sorry. He's not.
Okay. Okay.
He's simply not. And especially if he's going to concuss himself again, the last thing we need to see is him accidentally dropping Lashley on his head.
He's done a Saudi Arabia show before, right?
Yeah, he's done. Remember that match with Taker?
Remember when he beat the Fiend? Don't you remember when he beat the Fiend?
Remember when he literally almost killed Taker?
Oof. Yeah.
They did a whole special about it.
They did. The match that sucked.
Undertaker.
No, you can't narrow that down.
Yeah.
Poor Undertaker. Maybe I need to come back and not let this be my last match. Poor Taker.
Taker should have retired with that match with Cena at New Orleans. It was perfect.
Well, on that, so let's roll into something, Mike.
Yeah,
I do believe you. I have to give a Mike was right.
Ooh, I love these.
About what if.
Ooh. Ha ha ha.
What if? Spoiler alert, guys. We watched the latest What If. Matt, are you up on this?
Oh, yeah, I saw it.
We are crossing the streams, ladies and gentlemen. Couldn't just leave everything separate. Man, but it is a rare occasion that you're going to see the Watcher in a fight scene.
Yeah.
Very rare occasion. It doesn't happen often. But, man, we did it. And I was geeking the F out.
It was fantastic.
So apparently, there's a version where Ultron got his Vision suit, took over the Earth, and then started taking over other planets.
Yep,
got them all. Also, he has all the Infinity Stones because Thanos.
Because he just sliced Thanos in half.
Yeah, basically.
Just bisect him, perfectly balanced as all things should be.
Yep. And then decided that he wants to go to take care of, bring peace to the rest of the universes, and he got a level of awareness because see the Watcher, and now the Watcher is hiding out with evil Doctor Strange, asking for help.
So they Disney, as they often do, they dropped one promo pic for tomorrow's What If. And it's the one I've been waiting for because we've seen, like, there's been promotional material for Gamora, the daughter of Thanos. That's the next episode. And they dropped a promo pic. They had Thanos wearing the armor and the gauntlet and everything, and then they had Gamora wearing the armor, and they just said who wore it better.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And Sorg, now Matt, I don't know. Did you watch the Venoms?
No, I haven't seen the Venom.
I have not seen the Venoms either, but I needed to hear what the post-credit scene was.
Okay.
So I heard. Matt, do you care if we talk about the Venom?
I don't really care.
All right. Okay. So I saw Venom.
Okay, so Sorg, please tell me because I got.
First of all, I'm not going to say that you're going to be terribly happy about Venom. It feels more like a Venom movie than the first one did. I will tell you that.
Okay.
There's a Venom. There's a Carnage. There's a Shriek.
Yes.
And hardcore Spider-Man fans may be excited about that. I am. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed.
Wait, there was a what? What was there?
Shriek.
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 It's another character.
Shriek.
Yes.
Shriek.
Can you guess?
Is this like?
Can you guess what she does?
Okay, so okay, I thought it was a thing where like, okay, Venom is worse than Spider-Man, and Carnage is worse than Venom, and
Yes.
Shriek is worse than Carnage.
No.
Shriek's kind of in the middle.
No. This is a love story. So, which I think tracks with the comic book actually.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So Woody Harrelson.
Shriek, not Shrek, Alex.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson is pretty good. I don't know what it was. Maybe I was put off a little because I feel like the projector in the Dolby Cinema was off, or it's recalibrated. Like I felt like everything was a little darker than it should have been. So I'm wondering if this is going to carry over when I see it on my television. Because I mean this will be part of the collection. I mean because I pick up. All
I'm probably gonna be waiting until it hits home video.
Yeah. So it's not, especially after watching like something like Shang-Chi. Listen, if this was if this was officially a Marvel Cinematic movie, it would be one of the most disappointing Marvel Cinematic movies that they've ever done. Right. But we know it's not. Right. I mean, Venom even pales as a quote-unquote Marvel Cinematic movie, which it is not, right? Yeah. Sorry, Tom Hardy. I know you wrote the story for this one. I really felt like there needed to be another act.
An act with Spider-Man?
Just period, another act. Okay, because the ending sequence was basically the middle of Daredevil with Affleck. Okay, that's what I've been felt, and I finally got to say it. Okay, so
wow,
putting that there.
So wait, hold on, Sorg, you may have just accidentally sold me on this movie.
No,
because you know my feelings about Affleck's Daredevil.
I mean, it's not. Yeah, I expected something special. Okay. I'm like, this is gonna be the one. Venom's gonna be. And they didn't. I don't think they do a disservice to Venom in this thing because I don't know how you could do Venom better, right?
I know how. You have Spider-Man in your movie.
There's that too. Okay, maybe once Okay, because
quick tip.
Guess what? What?
Sorg, that's what we call a life hack.
Guess what? I think you're gonna get your wish in December.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because he does a thing. Okay, do you want full spoiler on the scene?
Yes.
Okay,
I already saw a video on it, but they were like.
So basically, there's this whole thread about they need to go on vacation because there's a lot of living without kind of vibes coming, because they're dealing with each other and basically their relationship between the symbiote and Brock
Eddie.
there and Eddie.
Yeah.
So they're on the beach. And sand in his toes, no hair, so no wind in the hair thing. It's a whole thing. Post mid credit, no end credits, by the way. Don't stick around in the theater.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna see.
So after the credity things, the credit sequence, you're back in the hotel room. He's still in the vacation. They start talking about how like the symbiote knows like all this collective knowledge that would make his head explode, and he's like, "Show me some stuff." You start seeing some vibrating. You hear a boom, and then the entire hotel changes. Like there's like a wash that comes over him. It looks like it's a time wave kind of thing. And then he's got the TV on, and it's that end of the last Spider-Man movie where Jay Jonah is revealing him, and you see him on the screen with his mask off.
Okay.
And or the picture or whatever, and then the symbiote goes, it says something like "this guy," and he licks the screen. And then the guy whose hotel room that actually walks out of the shower because he's not in his hotel room anymore because he's in a different universe. So Venom crossed over to the MCU at the end of the movie.
Oh, what caused that to happen?
Presumably whatever you saw was
whatever happened with Doc.
Yeah, whatever that sequence is that we're seeing.
Yeah, but what is this like? Do we think like the last episode of What If?
No.
Explain like the breakdown in the
we got
barriers between the multiverses.
We got at least 3 different ways that the multiverse is going to get fucked up right now.
Oh, we already have a couple different ways that it has been fucked up.
Loki fucked it up. What If is fucking it up, and then whatever's going to happen in Spider-Man's fucking it up.
And don't forget, Scarlet Witch kind of fucked everything up too.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true too. She didn't really.
Well, it seems to me that like everyone else, like Scarlet Witch and what's his name at the end of Loki, they're meddling with the multiverse. But when I watch What If and you see the Watcher,
yeah,
I'm like, this is the guy who can actually F this up.
Yes, yes.
Like, this is the guy who's actually like holding all the keys and everything.
Oh yeah. He's the doorman for this whole thing, right?
Right.
And I feel like when they start fussing with things in the main universe, I feel like eventually he's going to pop up again. I mean, technically, we have seen the Watchers.
Yeah, they were in Guardians too.
Yeah, they were in Guardians too, hanging out with Mr. Lee on the moon. So, I think is the Watcher hang out on the blue side of the moon? Is that right?
The dark side of the moon.
The blue area. He's on the dark side. The Inhumans are in the blue area, where they have the.
Well, the humans are in that canceled area. They don't exist
yeah,
anymore.
I know.
It is very confusing.
Yes.
Like of all the What If episodes, this last one was like, it was difficult for me, a somewhat casual viewer, to kind of follow. I mean, I knew everything I was seeing, but I'm just like, this is really kind of just feels a little slapdash. Like, it's just kind of like, we're just throwing this thing together because we got to make it fit now.
You know what? Hey, this is where the Marvel comics start losing me, when they get all timey-wimey, multiversey, and cosmic.
Well,
okay?
I will say that What If was, I think, in development long before any of these other movies were. So I'm pretty sure it's part of a well-laid plan.
Yes. Oh yeah. It's all part.
I absolutely believe that there is a well laid out plan behind this whole thing. That makes it interesting to follow. I think for the most part, the What If has been really fun to watch. I've really enjoyed it. I just saying, this last episode came at me really fast and really hard, and I was kind of like, it gave me a little bit of whiplash. I feel like I'm up to speed now because I like to dig into them after the fact. But anyway, just one more question about Venom. Sorgi, take the kids?
No.
How are they with the first one?
They haven't seen the first one.
The first one's rated R.
If it's rated R, we'll take it.
Is it rated R?
First one's rated R. The second one is not.
No, no way.
Yes.
This one's more hardcore than the first one.
Okay.
The first one's rated R. The second one is not.
Hold on a second. I don't believe you.
While you're checking on that, first of all, it's Mason who's interested in it.
Yeah.
And second of all, both of my kids, I know we talked about this a while ago. They both went and saw Free Guy. They still talk about Free Guy. Both of them. They still think that was a fun movie. They want to see it again. So.
I got $5 on my Fandango. I'm about to buy Free Guy on early access to have it because I love that movie so much. I watched it twice in the theater and I want to watch it again.
Wow, that's really impressive. So
I love
it. Crosses all generations.
I love it.
The
love
first
it.
Venom was rated PG-13. I thought it was rated R.
No. Everybody had a freaking cow over it. I remember. What is the second one? This one is definitely
PG-13.
Yeah, they're all PG-13. That's what people thought. Had the problem with that. But I really don't think. I don't think this thing being rated R would have made it better. I really don't.
So take the kids.
Man, I don't know.
There's a lot of eating people.
You haven't seen it.
There's literally.
No, I saw the first one.
Okay.
There's a lot more. There's a bit more biting people's heads off. There's a really good coming out scene for Venom because they are in San Francisco.
Okay.
So I appreciated that. There's a lot of bright colors there. Are they Venom fans?
I don't know why he's interested.
Which
Probably
one?
because he sees the commercial.
Which one's interested?
Aside from the obvious reason why any child would be interested in anything because TV told him to. Or
Matt, what I would do
is
there's a couple episodes of the Spectacular Spider-Man with Venom, and it gets a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
like Venom speaking from his chest cavity and everything like that.
Okay.
And if he can handle stuff like that, he might be okay with the movie.
Have they watched New Mutants?
I don't think so.
No,
Okay, that one's like straight kind of scary.
Yeah, well, New Mutants was written as a horror movie.
Well, yeah, absolutely. This is not that. I don't know if they're watching.
I mean, usually, if you guys think that a movie is okay for children, you guys would typically say, "Oh yeah, it's fine."
I
Or
feel
you'll
like
say, "Were they okay with this?" And I'll say yes, and you'll say, "Well, then it's fine."
there's
But
a
this one seems like it's
Venom's
enough
kind of
of
on
a
it's on the cusp.
gray area that we need to at least be careful.
This feels very gray area to me.
Okay.
What I would do is I would rent the first one.
Yes.
Rent the first one, see how he feels about it. This way you're not, shelling down full theater prices and you can stop it at any time.
Hold on.
Right.
I might be able to send you a screen pass on movies anywhere.
Well, sure. That sounds great. I can't wait for the that James Bond movie to come out.
Yes. I got to tell you, if you don't watch the first one, half this movie won't make sense.
Oh yeah, that's
like not even just Venom stuff, just like relationship stuff that's happening in there, because nothing gets any background if you didn't see the first one. So I would highly recommend digesting the first one before you try to get into this one.
Digesting.
Right.
Matt, Mike, and I both started to giggle to ourselves the second you said digesting. That was pretty funny.
By the way, Sorg, you want to see New Pop Day?
New Pop Day.
It's also wrestling related.
Ooh. Oh wait, I got glare. Give me I got glare going on there. Oh, it's a Shredder. Super Shredder. Fantastic.
It's Kevin Nash.
Yes.
Y'all.
Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash getting his residuals for that?
Probably not.
He better. Shredder.
Jeez.
Oh man. So yeah, I is that pretty much it?
That's all I got.
Oh, I do have to say one more thing. 4-0. 4-0.
There we go.
Undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
I should probably mention this too, because I know everybody out there cares a lot about this. They're following the saga of my youth baseball team that I'm managing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still haven't won a game.
Oh man.
We lost earlier tonight, but you know what? We were a lot better.
Okay.
Just a couple defensive lapses and some, just the lack of timely hitting, but the pitching was much improved. So I am feeling better. We only lost 7-0.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, by this point in the season, the kids are demoralized, but I'm trying to rally them to just keep fighting.
Have you tried ice cream after a game?
If they win, I'll take it all of them. Their asses out for ice cream.
Matt, these are trying times. You need to build them back up.
What, you telling me I need to get ice cream before they win?
I'm saying if there's another loss,
maybe go for ice cream.
All
right, we'll see how they do.
Like no toppings, straight cones.
No,
straight
you know
cones.
why?
Toppings
You know
are for closers.
Sprinkles are for winners. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. I would say, are you happy with their performance aside from the scoreboard?
Like I said, the pitching was much improved. We got 4 really strong innings. One of the kids who really struggled the first time I sent him out to pitch was a lot better this time. It was just it's just one of those, like the ball goes in interesting directions whenever we're playing. It seems like it just tries to avoid our players for some reason. So we're gonna try a sacrifice to Jobu. We're gonna see if that helps. And I don't really know what to do except just try to keep their heads in it. They still seem to be having fun. So
have you given any thought to performance enhancing drugs? I don't want to advocate. I'm just saying I don't know what the league policy is.
What can I give them here and now in the middle of the season that will immediately improve them?
Just
fun dip.
Just
fun dip.
I'm gonna get some big league chew into the dugout.
Wait, hold on. You're running a little league team without a healthy healthy supply of Big League Chew.
This is a problem. This is a
We-
problem.
That's your problem.
If you're not sugaring them up before the game, what are we even doing here?
This is a post-pandemic world, and we are barely allowed to look at one another, and let alone share a pouch of loose bubblegum scraps. All right. Do you know how insane that sounds? These are the kinds of crazy, dangerous things we used to do without even thinking about it. All right. Everyone just shove your hands into this pouch with loose scraps of bubblegum. What's the worst that can happen?
Matt, I have a solution, as I often do. You buy a couple packs. You buy little snack Ziploc baggies, and you evenly distribute the Big League Chew.
There you go.
Evenly distribute.
Big League Chew.
It's like cutting oranges. Make it happen. Sugar them up, Matt. Mainstream Matt. He does just pro wrestling news.
Also, if you're looking for a manager for your youth baseball team, would you like to ruin the lives of your children? Call me up. I'm here.
There you go.
Season only lasts a couple more weeks. We'll see how things go.
Mad Mike, 483 on the tweets.
Yeah, I'm on the Twitters. I'm doing stuff, kinda. You know, gonna be married again technically in like a week and a half. So yeah.
I'm at Sorgatron on the tweets. I just had a wonderful work trip with the Dutters to Michigan. We did not get in trouble. Had a couple close calls though. And a lot more happening in the next several weeks. Generally, tomorrow we are scheduled to have. You ready for this? Christian Noir, who has recently come back to wrestling, and first time on the show, Megan Myers. Look her up. Look, he's terrified.
I'm terrified.
You looked at her Instagram, didn't you?
I did. before the great Instagram shutdown of 2021.
Yeah, yes, absolutely.
I was like, oh boy, this is gonna be a thing.
Yes.
That is all the research I do into our guests.
Is there Instagram?
I casually browse their Instagram.
I
roll with it from there.
We're like, well, according to your Instagram, I have some questions. Look her up. Everybody follow Megan Myers, and Christian Noir is Panda Nubis on most places that he hasn't been banned from.
Oh yeah, I remember that story. Wow, we're gonna have to ask him about that again.
We'll see if he's got any new. We'll see if he's got any new
side hustle.
Yeah, he's got a great side hustle, and we'll see if he has any new TikTok thirst traps from Noir. So looking forward to that. We'll have some fun with that. We did reschedule Beastman for the end of the month. He will be returning, hopefully announced this time, because we did get a surprise last week and some really interesting stories. And apparently I'm about to schedule a Canadian to come up here in a couple weeks, so that'll be fun. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you guys next time. Mayhem out. Please stay tuned for La Femme Nikita. This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.